Happy Monday, everybody. So this video, I hinted at in the video before this, which literally dropped about 2 minutes ago, that I was going to do a video on 75 hard. So that's what I'm going to do. Since I went to the mailbox, and this, along with its 4 friends, because I got a 5-pack, was there, I thought I'd go ahead and do this video right now instead of tomorrow. So I am officially today on day 13 of 75 hard, and I can't remember how far I made it any of the other times because I did it about, I bet I failed at 75 hard at least 8 times. At least. I can't tell you if I did it more. I know I didn't fail less. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because I know that there's a lot of people that are starting out in 75 hard, have failed at 75 hard, and are on their second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 12th, 20th time. And no matter what it is, guys, it's fine. You know, we all mess up, and I don't think you need to be easy on yourself by any means. I don't think you need to oh, it's okay. But I don't think you need to kick the shit out of yourselves either. So, seeing as how I tried doing 75 hard when Andy first started even talking about 75 hard before he had the whole Live Hard platform out. So it's been a couple years now. And then tried it a couple times then tried it probably 6-7 months later, and tried it again, so on and so forth. And then waited roughly, I'm going to probably say about 6 to 8 months again before I tried it again, and then started it. And honestly, I'm going to tell you how I started 75 hard. A lot of people will say, well, I'm going to plan how I'm going to start, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, I'm going to this. And I did all that. Okay, so here's how I ended up doing 75 hard this time. First and foremost, I decided I was going to do keto. Okay? And when I decided I was going to do keto, I got into drinking ketones. And if you have questions about that, comment below. I'll do a video on that later anyways. But anyways, I digress. So there was that. Okay? So I got into doing my own business because, well, coronavirus hit. We all ended up out of work. We all ended up in quarantine. Life sucked. I have a 2-year-old. Need to make money. Okay, so all that happened. And I had been a member of a 75 hard page, which I will most likely post this video in there. And I had seen that someone had posted, who actually was in the first Arate with me, had posted something about a 75 hard app. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even realize Andy dropped an app. So I went into the Apple Store, downloaded the app, and was going through it, and it instantly kicked me into day one. And this is probably about 10, 11 in the morning. I download this app, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I downloaded the app and basically started. Well, I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to fail literally on the first day, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do 75 hard. Why not? No prep, no, hey, I'm going to start it on Monday, I'm going to start it on Wednesday, I'm going to start it first thing in the morning. Nothing. Literally, pretty much halfway into my day, because I get up roughly about 6 a.m. in the morning, because I got a little one. Sometimes earlier, depending on what's going on. And I'm here pushing noon, probably about noon, and here I am. I've got to do all this catch up. Luckily, I had been drinking my water, so that wasn't too bad. I had already started a diet, so that wasn't bad. But suddenly, I'm like running around figuring out, okay, well, what book am I going to start with, and when am I do this, when am I do that, when am I do this? Okay, so one, if you have not downloaded the app, you need to. It is one of the easiest ways to track. I know it is, I think, $4.99, and it's worth it. Like, people are bitching about it, but it's worth it. Like, because I was horrible at forgetting what I was doing. And people are like, well, just print off the piece of paper, just download the piece of paper, just this. I'm like, this app literally stores all your pictures, and it's just easier. I like it. Okay? And with it happening that way, I learned a very valuable lesson. We're never ready. And my best example for that is that people will say, well, I'm going to have kids when I'm ready. I'm going to have kids when I'm ready. And people will tell you, you're never ready to have kids. Ladies and gentlemen, that's true with everything. You're never ready to start a diet. You're never ready to change a habit. And you're never ready to start 75 hard. There is no amount of planning that can go in. And that is from everything that I've listened to and watched that Andy has put out. And hopefully he could correct me if I'm wrong if he ever sees this. That is the point of 75 hard, is for you not to be ready, and for this to make you overcome the obstacles of not being ready. Like, oh crap, I have a 45-minute outdoor workout I need to do, and it's pouring fucking rain. It's snowing like freaking, I don't know. It's a blizzard outside. It's 105 degrees, or at least it feels like it outside. Here in Kansas, our humidity gets so hot, I swear it feels like it's 112. And I don't want to go outside. I don't want to sweat. I don't want to be in the pouring rain. Oh, well, I'll just do it later. Well, I'll just do it tonight. That's what 75 hard's meant for you to get past. And I can tell you that kind of just accidentally throwing myself into it very, very unprepared was the biggest blessing ever. Because it has given me so much momentum. It makes me hit the floor running because I literally had no choice the way I started it to just hit the floor running. And it's been an amazing journey. 13 days in, I'm looking forward to the whole Live Hard program. I'm looking forward to crying and hating. And trust me, I have plenty of moments that I have my inner bitch voice. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you really got to go through some of Andy's earlier podcasts because that's a great spill. I have plenty of conversations with myself all day, all freaking day, about, oh, well, but, it's good enough, and, oh, well, if I restart now, I'm only on day 10, well, I'm only on day 5, I mean, like, everybody, how many people have fallen off, I have to have those arguments with myself all the time, and it's good to have those arguments, because it pushes you, it really does push you. The other bit of advice I want to give to anybody who's restarting this, just starting this, is I notice one of the hugest things everybody focuses on is diet and getting jacked. Okay? Yes, you need to obviously have a diet. That's part of it. But by virtue alone, think about it. Common sense, think about it. If you follow 75 hard, by the very virtue of it, you're going to get in better shape. You're going to get quote unquote jacked depending on where you're at on your fitness journey. But you're going to get in better shape. You are going to get healthier. You are going to get more organized with an eating routine. And that seems to be everybody's huge focus, especially starting the first part of 75 hard. Is, well, I want to get jacked. Well, what diet's perfect to start with? I'm going to tell you, I did that. I was like, oh, I'm going to do a bodybuilder's diet. Oh, I'm going to do this diet. Oh, I'm going to do that diet. I was already in lazy keto when I started this, and I've stuck with that. Now, why I chose lazy keto is not for cheat meals, is not for snacks, it's not none of that. Because obviously on 75 hard, you don't have cheat meals and stuff like that. It's, I don't like to track. I am horrible at tracking my macros. Horrible at tracking them. I'm horrible about getting on Carb Manager. I'm horrible about getting on the First Form Transformation app. Horrible at it. Like, I'm just horrible at it. So I decided lazy keto because I knew in my head I could multiply for the most part how many net carbs I was getting in, but I wasn't going to stress about it. I'm pretty much doing Nomad also because of the fact that that's just convenient for me. Practicing intermittent fasting and doing lazy keto is convenient for me, and that's what works best for me, so that's what I implemented. Okay, so that's the first, but just by virtue of following that and working out twice a day, you're going to get jacked. So stop putting so much focus on what kind of diet should I do and what kind of exercises should I do. And it's all about how big my biceps are going to get by the end of this. Stop focusing on that. That's not the point of this. And I see a lot of people focusing on that. Next thing is start stacking up on books. Get on Amazon. Ask people, especially in the 75 hard group. Ask people. Hashtag 75 hard, post it on any of your social media platforms and start asking people. So I'm going to give you guys kind of what my go-to 75 hard starter kit is, and then I'm going to cut this video because we're going to hit 10 minutes. Okay, first and foremost, the first book I'm into, and I'm already halfway into it, obviously, reading 10 pages a day, is Atomic Habits. This is amazing if you are like me and you're trying to kick some really crappy habits and start making better ones. Amazing book. One of the biggest things I've gotten out of there is it talks about how in Vietnam, when the Vietnam War was ending, guys were coming back addicted to heroin. And when they came back, they were all but able to kick their habit almost instantaneously, which was against what we had all, at that point in the world, learned. We thought that an addiction to heroin was a lifelong battle. Like, you were never going to get past it. And what it was about the change in environment, because you took them out of the stress of the war. You took them out of being around their friends that all did heroin and so on and so forth. So this definitely tells you about how to set up your environment to be more conducive to what you're wanting to do in your life. And that's huge. That is huge. Of course, on my list now is going to be 75 Hard. Like, that's going to be my next book. Another book I picked up, it's going to be one of the ones I read, is The Law of Attraction. I have already flipped through it a little bit. You can see it's already got a dog ear there. Another big thing that I recommend is you guys highlight passages out of these books. Like, if you're digging into personal development like this with 75 Hard, don't be afraid to do this. Like, and then go back, write it down, take things out that are useful for you, because there are things that are going to get lost. You're reading 10 pages a night. You're pretty soon going to go through, I don't know how many books by the end of all this, depending on how big each one of your books are. Things are going to start kind of intertwining into each other, and that's going to be good, but that's also going to be bad because you guys are going to get forgetful. So highlight stuff, write stuff down. Another thing I use, and I actually just implemented this a couple days ago, Power List. Now, this does not include my 75 Hard list. That's on my app. This is for 5 other things that I need to get done. My big things right now is meditation, gratitude, doing a gratitude list, affirmations, making sure I have a workflow chart going on, what I need to get done for the day with work, because I do work from home right now, so on and so forth, journaling. So then that comes to this. I do journal out what I want to see my life at, whether that's what kind of house I want to own, where I want to see my business go, how I want my body to look, like what my goals are with fitness, and I dream it out loud into these journals. And that's what really helps with vision casting and manifestation, is you write it like it's actually real. Like, you write down, if your thing is, I'm going to own a Ford Mustang, you write, I love my beautiful blue 2019 Ford Mustang with chromed out wheels, or whatever. I'm not really good with cars, guys, so y'all forgive me on that one. My other thing is my affirmation and gratitude journal. This you can get at Target. It's amazing. Same with this. I got at Target. So those are my go-tos. If you guys have any other type of questions, please comment on this video. I will be taking you guys along this journey as I go through more days of it, and so on and so forth. But those are my, 13 days in after 8+ failures, my starter kit, and my advice. I hope you guys find it helpful. Till the next video, keep kicking ass.